Over to the front. For the mic. Then, there we go.
And state on this one, are you all going to be proceeding on the First Amendment motion or no?
Question, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 2522, State of Texas versus Celestino Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Robert Ramirez for Mr. Garcia.
And are you Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Celestino Silly Garcia who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2522 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on May 11, 2023 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Celestino Garcia did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State?
State waives the remaining violation allegations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Number 4, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, number 4.
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, deny the motion, continue probation, amend for the following. Extend 6 months, GPS tracking for 6 months, complete reporting for 30 days, and MRT, moral recognition therapy. And the state will take into consideration clause number 2024 PF 18478, and one last thing, no contact with Palatial apartment homes.
All right, so 2024 PF 147.
18478.
Okay, why should I follow this agreement? I mean, he's not reporting. That's like one of the easiest things to do to report. Not only is he not reporting, but he picked up a new offense. I don't understand. What's so hard about reporting?
Your Honor, he got off the rails a little bit with his support system. He was tied with a church group, a men's church group that helped him along the way. But he's trying to do as much as he can for himself on his own. And he tried to find a place to live. He was at this apartment complex.
No, but he was supposed to reside at Victory Gospel Chapel. That's where he wanted to reside. That's where I ordered him to reside. So why is he leaving a place that I told him that's where he's to reside?
I don't know.
Did anybody do a trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal?
No, Your Honor, I didn't.
All right.
This says that so you'll have a right to appeal if the court is not following the agreement. Okay. does follow, then you'd have to get the court's permission. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Sure.
Okay, so for me to sign these, I need you to attach the trial court certification to it, because I don't know if he granted them the right to appeal or not. So if you attach the trial court certifications, then I'll sign it. All right, so why are you not living where I told you to live?
To be
You want to
honest,
raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Celestino Garcia.
Why are you not living at the Victory Gospel Chapel?
Around that time, I had gotten to an altercation with a brother, and I had got released from the program.
All right, and did you call probation and tell them that?
Yes, he knew that I was moved.
No. My question is, did you call probation and tell them, I've had an altercation at the residence that the judge told me to live? Did you call them and tell them that?
No, I didn't tell him that I had an altercation.
No, you just left.
Whenever I left him, I had probation the next week, and then I told him whenever I got there.
But you just pled to not reporting.
No, I reported that time, but then after that, the last time that I left the church, that's when I stopped going after I left the church.
Okay. All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true, taking in consideration 2024 PF 18478. The court is going to grant the motion. Court will find you guilty, revoke. Does anybody want to talk about time?
I would like to, Your Honor.
Yes.
This time. This time, and not previous time. About 30 days. Your Honor, we'd asked to, on the court's discretion to, under section 1244 of the Texas Penal Code, to sentence him to no more than 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. He's going to have a felony conviction, Your Honor. He has, and he's got a lot going for him to go to, if he goes to state jail, that's going to be, day for day. At least he'll have a sanction. He'll have the conviction, and then when he gets out, and I ask you that you give him no more than 6 months, Your Honor.
All right, state. He's asking that his client be sentenced under 1244.
I don't know anything about the circumstances of the offense, Your Honor, so I've not really position to intelligently state what amount of time should or should not be considered.
All right, do you want to familiarize yourself with the steps?
If the court will allow me, I would love to, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed. And just have a seat in the box and we'll get back with your case. Hello. All right, who's on Matthew Villarreal? And are you the prosecutor on that? You can go ahead and,
I can do two things at once, Your Honor. Can I go there?
okay, yes, come down. And there's no application on this case?
No, Judge, a straight time offer.
Court is calling 2024 CR 0090021 State versus Matthew Villarreal. Can I have parties announced for the record?
And you have said state.
Meredith Chacon for Mr. Villarreal, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Villarreal?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor, as far as I know.
Did you review with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Villarreal, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
You, sir, Your Honor.
Yes. Mr. Villarreal, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney?
No.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
No.
Oh,
But
Let me,
I don't- I
I'll
don't-
rephrase it. Did you intend all of the rights that I've just explained to you? Did you intend to give them up and enter into a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor, and I've been able to communicate with him in a way that he understands the big words we use in the paperwork. Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Villarreal, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Ma'am.
According to the plea, punishments be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of the deadly weapon and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Be contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objection, Judge. I had to go over the attachments with my client.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Villarreal, did you review the stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Ma'am.
Did you sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we'd like for him to get time that he's already got credit for. I believe he's got several months of that time.
All right. So what happened on this day?
I also wanted to know if I had a back time for the other, I was like,
Just for this case.
okay, no,
Yes.
no, it's fine.
All right, so what happened?
To be honest, I don't remember, ma'am. I was drunk and I was on pills and
Okay,
I was under the influence.
all right. All right, the court will find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Ezekiel, Ezequiel, Limon, Limon. And I'll order the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody. but it will help you if you have any type of mental health issues or any type of alcohol or drug issues.
Thank
I
you,
can't,
Judge.
you're welcome. I can't force them to place you in the program because I don't have the authority to do that. So you are going to have to request it. They'll see on the judgment that I've requested it for you, but you have to request it as well. Do you understand?
Therefore, ma'am, like,
If
Like,
you have,
yeah.
yeah,
oh,
Like you
rehab.
asked me if there was a way you could get some kind of treatment. Judge is recommending they do that, but you need to make sure and ask when you get there that that's what you want as well, okay? It doesn't increase your time,
all right,
okay?
that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, okay.
No, I don't want it.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
No.
And did you sign it?
No.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal,
What if I'm sorry.
because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. It looks like you have a knot or something underneath your neck. You need to make sure the doctors check that out.
I don't know. I thought it was my Adam's apple, ma'am. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you need to have the doctors check that out and tell them they need to check it out immediately. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
That's the certification. of the appeal.
Ma'am,
That's it.
what if it is,
But they don't need it, Judge. That's, don't worry. Yeah.
Liz, you still need her?
no, we're done.
Come on, Garcia.
Let me see. I think I do. So that's that one.
See you, may I say, Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Hobbs.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I don't have April. Let me just double check. I have Nathan Munoz. Celestino Garcia, Calandras. No, I don't have April.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Tony, you ready on Medina? All right, we're back on the record in 2018 CR 1860 Nathan Medina. And state what information do you have?
After speaking with both Martha and Cindy from the DA's office, they searched his name, both spelling Nathan, Nathen, as well as Nathan, and the date of birth, and they could not find any case.
Okay. All right, and does he have any other cases?
Does, Your Honor,
And what are these other cases?
it's a Bear County case for failure to identify.
Okay. All right, is this going to end up being a contested MTR?
We might come to an agreement between now and the date. Tony and I will continue to confer, but it feels like at this point that probably it will be contested.
All right, what bond amount are you requesting, state?
State is requesting $30,000, Your Honor.
Defense, what type of bond are you requesting?
Judge, we were requesting 15,000 with any conditions that the court felt was appropriate.
All right, court will set the bond at $15,000. Partial GPS for employment only. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Any other conditions that are being requested?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Norma, if you can give him a reset form for October 31st, state you'll need to be ready for a contested hearing on that day.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Have a great day.
All right, you too. All right, is there anything else?
If we're in on that, it's filed.
Okay,
I need to approach on something off docket.
sure, just give me one moment.
Judge, I think should have put my file up there, but PTR pending on the docket.
Okay, who is your client?
Arco, I can never see it.
And
All right, just give me one moment.
Your Honor, we need to continue with Celestino Garcia.
Yes. That's not my fault.
I think so. I agree with you, Bashan.
I'm not passing germs. All right, Celestino.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 2522, State versus Celestino Garcia. Where we left off, defense was requesting that his client be sentenced under 1244. State, do you have any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are you asking me to sentence you under 1244?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll sentence him under 1244, but it'll be to a year.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail under 1244 and give you credit for any time served. And as previously stated, the court has taken in consideration 2024 PF 18478. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
No.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
No.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
No.
All right, we can go off the record. Whatever drug issues you have, if you don't take care of those, one or two things are going to end up happening. One, you're going to lose all your brain cells because that's what drugs do. Two, somebody's going to find a body on the side of the road or in a field, and somebody's going to have to come out and identify that body, and that's going to be you. Or three, you're going to end up spending a majority of your life in prison. You got to decide how you want your life to be. Do you understand?
Sure.
There are plenty of places here in San Antonio where they have free drug treatment for you. When you're released from the Bexar County Jail, if you can't find a place to go, if you come back here, I direct you to a free place, okay?
Sure.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, I thought it was up here, but I didn't see it up here.
I could have sworn I printed it up this morning, I guess.
No, I think you had, but I don't know where it is. I was looking at the docket and saw that that person hadn't come in yet, the attorney.
I was having a mess this morning. One of the attorneys coming in for recess.
Wow. So let me see. I'm gonna double check again.
Judge, on Mr. Baker, 'cause I know that one would be, are we only issuing the judge's warrant on that PF case? Or are we doing
Yes.
that in that case?
No, just on the PF case.
Just on the PF case?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to double check.